Hi friends, welcome to Aishusdiy. Today we will design with Bargain Bead Box Subscription for the month of October 2022, and these are the garnet beads right here. I took it from the strand and I put it. It's not much, it's only a less, and some of this English cut carnelian beads and some of these things. So recently there was I think it was Chance's necklace. It was on Beach Shop. It's very simple. It's not a necklace with some macrame, but it looks absolutely stunning. From that inspiration, I thought I will do this bargain bead box thingy. For this, I don't have silk. I do have, but it is in a thinner cord, which I don't want to use it. So what I'm thinking is, I'm going to use some Ceylon. I don't know if it will work, but let's try. Okay, I'm going to use some Ceylon and then I'm going to thread these beads. So I have picked up this color which coordinates with our um, bead colors. So I could have taken a darker color, but I didn't want to. I want this to be lighter. Maybe I should take this color instead of this. Maybe. Yeah. So this is a collapsible eye needle that I already put it on. But if I'm not using this cord, then again. So that color is much more nice, I guess. I'm not so sure. But anyways. So this is a collapsible eye needle. This is how it comes in a pack. And as you can see, there is like a teardrop shape at the end of this, and then the needle is twisted like that. So this small loop will collapse and hold your thread together. That's how this needle works. You can also use a big eye needle, by the way. I will try to salvage my collapsible eye needle. Since I put one bead into that, it already collapsed, as you guys can see here. But if I can salvage it, I will try. You can also string the beads directly. It's totally up to you, but I like to use the collapsible eye needle. And then I'm gonna cut myself about 5 feet. 5 feet is maybe a overkill, but I really don't want to take a chance. Also, what I can do is I can string the beads and knot from here. That way I don't have to cut the cord per se. Either way is fine. So yeah, we shall do that. So first of all, I will string one of these beads, because this is what I'm going to keep it as a closure. So I'm not going to add any closure to this, I mean anything other than this. So first I will add this, then I will add some garnet beads. So the trick is, it often comes out, so the trick is to have one bead just like that, so that, and once it collapses and settles down, then it's far better. So let's see. So that, and I just strung it in a bead stringing wire that I have for another project, and saw whether this looks good or not. So I'm going to, this necklace is not going to be a big necklace, I would say. It might be around the neck, that's about it, because the beads are very limited. We don't have a lot of beads, even though there is going to be a knot in between all of the beads, but So I'm going to thread all the beads in a pattern that I like. You can choose any pattern you want. I'm just using Janice's pattern because I like them. I was thinking of making it. I was looking for a nice, what to say, gemstone oval beads for this project, but these garnets and carnelian can match for that. So the knotted projects are simple, but at the same time they are very elegant and ever fashion, is what my opinion is. This collapsible eye needle you can use only once. See, as you can see, it's already fraying. These gemstones have notoriously small holes, so I need some on the other side as well, like 7, 8, 9, 10 beads, and then if you have happen to use griffin silk, you can use number 6 griffin silk. The griffin silk comes in a tag, and there is a needle like this needle. There is one needle attached to that cord. I have some left over, but that's okay. Now I'm ready to add this carnelian, and then this one right here, and a carnelian, and 2 of these. Then a carnelian. Okay, and okay, again followed by two of the garnets. Okay, and carnelian. And as you string in, you see if you like the pattern or not. If not, you can always change it. One of these, carnelian, okay, and then couple more garnets. Carnelian, this one right here, and right, and you can save these two for earrings. So we shall continue with carnelian. So I'm going to check how long this is. This is about, say, 12 inches or so, 12 inches worth of beads. So and then two more, the garnet, some carnelian. You can save two carnelians for the earrings and two garnets also for the earrings if you want to, and string just the rest of the carnelian inside. For this necklace you can wear a garnet stud, a carnelian stud, anything will match, so that should not be a issue. But if you run out of beads, then you can use all beads here and then have a stud. So just stringing everything and continuing to string with the garnet. I'm done almost. I hope this necklace will be long enough for us. Otherwise I would have to use one more collapsible eye needle to thread in the beads. So now exactly what I will do is I will measure what I have here. This is how much beads we have. With the knots it will give some distance, but so it's say about 6 plus 1.5, 7.5. So 14 inches in total. At least it should be 16. What can I say? if I can add, okay, there is one more. If I can just forego these 2 beads, which I will have to include. I don't want to include more of these, so this I will keep, and this maybe just this will do, and I will add this for the closure. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So it's a pattern which is unique. It's an asymmetrical pattern. So this is what we have so far. I'm hoping the knots and this will give some distance, and we will have an 18-inch necklace, or so forth and so on. Or I can even take this in. Thinking what I'm going to do. It's always a choice. If you have more beads, then you can use it, but that will do really good if just that. So I'm going to stick to this. Okay, now I will take this needle off anyways. I don't know if I will be able to use it again, but I will start the process. So I have my Naughty Do It All board. So this is the end of the cord. I'm just going to start with the end of the cord. So I will leave about, say, 3 inches or so over here to hold it on, and then I'm going to start with the macrame part. The thing is, I will have to anyways cut this cord at, say, so I cut it about, say, 5 feet, okay, just to be on the safer side. And then I'm gonna make a slip knot. Just loop it around, go through that loop and pinch that cord, and then pull that. That's a slip knot. Okay, so that our beads don't fall off. So that is that. Now take a 20 inch of cord, about, say, 24 inch. I think 20 inch is more than enough. So cut it, and then I'm gonna, okay, bear with me. So this 3 inch, I want this to be in the opposite direction. Okay, there we go. This is the tail end, this is the working end. So I'm going to start from here, then we will go back on top of that. I'm going to do my Q's and P's square knot. So here we go. So okay, hold these ends. Once I make the Q, I hold these ends together and bring that knot about, say, middle, and then tighten that up. So the good practice is to have some glue, GSI cement or bead stringing glue, anything you have in hand, and squeeze a bit of glue on this cord. Okay, then I'm gonna do my P, alternate my Q and P, So this is seal on, so the knots will be very, very tiny, unlike our Chinese knotting cord. I hope everybody knows square knot. If not, it's a very easy macrame knot. Go to my basic macrame knot tutorial, and then you will find this amazing knot that you can use it for sliding knots, for a closure, for so many things. You have absolutely no idea. I'm just going to circle this cord a little bit so that it's nice and tight. So our bead is not very big. And as I see, the other area is getting loose. The bead is not very big, so we don't need a bigger loop, but we will need a considerable loop. So about say 15 to 20 knots. One square knot consists of 1 P and Q, which you guys already know. So 20 square knots will be 20 Qs and 20 Ps. If you think that's a lot, then you can check. You can fold these, fold this into half and check. There we go. Hopefully I didn't do a mistake. I will do the same this side as well, because it's getting looser and looser. You don't have to have the naughty do it all. You can use a macrame board. You can just tape it to the work surface and do it that way, or you can have a clipboard and do it, or you can use a tray and do it. So I'm gonna take one side of it, just fold this into half and pinch it there, and see if our bead goes through that. No, just a bit more. Let me count this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18 should be good enough, I believe. Let's see. Okay, take it off, make that loop, pinch it, and see if the bead goes through this. It's big. Can you see that? It's big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off some. That's going to be fun. I will use my bead awl to take it off. With the Chinese knotting cord, that's what I really like about the Chinese knotting cord. See this? I'm actually you can also use your tweezer nose pliers to do the work for you. This is a much better option. My bead awl is not that good. The tulip beading awl is the one which is much better, which I don't have it. So I'm going to pinch it again and check. Yeah, this is about say right. So now what I will do is, because we want this to go and stay, so this is right. I don't want this any bigger than that. Maybe 1 knot, just to make sure it's 1 knot big. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is, okay, this needs to come back like that, and then I'm going to knot. So I will take this off. This is the end, right? This is gonna come like that. Okay, I'm going to put this in this here, just like so. Should be proper, should meet. There we go. And then take these 2 cords and loop it around. And now with this cord, the one with the 2 cords is the bottom and the top one is the single cord. Okay, I'm just going to do some macrame knots. Take my GS hypo cement or bead stinging glue and just put a lot here, and we will put in the back, but I want to put it here also so that it goes on top of my knots. And I'm going to continue a couple more knots since I have the cord left over. It's okay, you can stop at this point of time. Just 6 knots is more than enough. 6 knots mean 3 Qs and 3 P is more than enough, 3 knots. But I'm just going to do a little bit more. This will also give us some distance. So now again, you take this off from here and check whether your bead goes through or not one more time. See, it goes through, which is good. So now again, I will just put it inside again. And then continue doing some knots. You don't have to do this, as I said, since I have the cord and it's nicely mounted here, and I'm going to do the knots. I would like to not waste any cord. This is a very short cord. I cannot save it for any purposes. I will have to discard. So now see that. Now what I will take, I'll take this and put a generous amount of glue here, here, everywhere, and also here. And I'll close my so what I will do is I will not cut it right now. I will let it dry. I will do it after 24 to 48 hours. 24 hours is good enough, but this is what we have. What I will do is, these two cords are the one that we knotted with, and this is the tail end and this is the working end. So I'll just go ahead and do just an overhand knot between the tail end and the working end. I will just cut this off a little bit more so that's not in the way. It has dried for at least 3 hours now, so I'll cut it really short tomorrow. Just a knot right there. Okay, then move the bead here. Okay, now we are going to start knotting. So take it, wrap it around your finger. You can put the short tail inside, right? And then you leave it on the mat, put your bead all inside and move it all the way. Tighten the knot. So slowly remove it and then pinch it with your hands and then deliver the knot right next to the bead. Do the same for the next. You can also do another method I'll tell you guys. Wrap it around your finger. We can move these down so that we have enough space. Put it inside the loop that you created. Take everything down. You can take this, and this is the standard hand knotting technique I usually use for Chinese knotting cord, that you can use it for anything else as well. So the next one will be a garnet bead. Move that right there, as you can see. So wrap it around, take it, put it down, put your bead all in there, bring it all the way close to the bead and slowly remove your and then deliver the knot right next to the bead. So either way is fine, whichever way you feel comfortable with. Let me show you the hand knotting technique. Crisscross and then put the tail inside and see how my hand moves. So now I take this into my single finger on the right, and if you see, there is a small bump on the top, so that's what we want. Once you do that, keep your thumb and hold that knot right there and pull it tight. There you have the knot. Okay, there is a knotter tool that you can use as well. I'll show you guys that as well. But the bead all, I think most probably everybody will have it, so that's an easy method to do it. There we go. So now pull that bead down. So this is how we are going to see the third method, which is going to be the same but with a tool. So you make it, okay, there is your knot. This is a beadle on, not a tool. As you can see, this is how it looks. Take this, put it inside that knot of yours and bring it all the way. You can pull that down. Take the end and put it in the V. Okay, see, this is what we have so far. Okay, this garnet just comes about, say, right? So now you just tighten that up, hold it, and you just lift this up so that you will deliver the knot. But as you can see, this is a little bit loose. You can also, this is like a bead awl, you can put it right there and then pinch it and deliver the knot right there. So with silk cord, it's much more easy to use the beadle on knotting tool. Okay, put it in here, pull it all the way close to the bead. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then put it on top of the V. If you can see what I am doing, I'm just going to raise this. Okay, hold it right there. See how I raise it? I just deliver the knot right next to the bead. Okay, let me show you guys one more time. Bring it and then put your knotter tool here, bring it all the way close to the bead. Okay, and take the cord and put it right in between that V-shaped thing. This is what we have so far. So when I push this, okay, so I just push this. Okay, let it out. There we go. Let me show you guys. The angle is not proper for me for some reason. After the bead, just put the all part in here and put it on top of the V. So I need to pull this tight, otherwise the knot will not be tight, right? The beads are right here. I'm going to pull this tight. So I will push this. See how it shrinks that knot and deliver it. So this one kind of comes all the way here, and then this one pushes the knot as if we are pinching with the hands. So the next one, I already like the necklace. I love the garnets with the knots. I'm just going to do a hand knot here. Hand knot is much faster, trust me. You don't need any tool, and you are not going to, you're just using your fingers and tightening up the knot and delivering the knot. This necklace is absolutely without any metal beads, no closure. Not even for closure we are using our metal beads. We are just if you want to add a charm or so, you can do so, but other than that you absolutely have nothing we are going to use. But I'm thinking of using a charm. I should have actually had a charm here, but that's okay, we can have charm anywhere we want. See, this knot was very far apart. I'll take it out and then find the carnelian gemstone to have a bigger hole, so the knot is going on top of that. So I'm going to do a double knot. I just kind of messed up this knot, but I'm not going to fret. I'm just going to do a double knot. All you need to do is, when you're putting it through the loop, you put it twice and then use the bead or part of the knotter tool and then just deliver that knot right next to the bead. So right next, after the garnet, it's gonna be one single knot, and after the carnelian, it's a double knot. One single knot means just go through once, and this you can hand knot it very well. And for the double knot, I wouldn't do it with my hands. I would use the bead awl or the knotter tool, whichever you have available. There we go. Now comes the carnelian. Going through the loop twice and getting that there we go. I have the double knot here right next to my carnelian, and then this also rather has a big hole. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do a knot, one more knot, and this knot I'm going to land it on top of the knot that I already put it. See that? Nicely pull that and then kind of land it on top, so that becomes a bulkier knot. Now push this bead down. Now the bead won't go anywhere, but this knot is even more smaller. I think the carnelian gemstone has big hole. Now take this, go through once, go through twice, go through thrice. we can try doing a hand knot, but it is a little bit risky.
I have to read.
I'm doing a double knot, going through the loop twice, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this knotter tool and get it right next to the bead where I wanted it to be. There we go. Pull this all the way down and put this right next to it and deliver the knot right next to the bead. Now push this bead right here. Do the same once and twice, and use the bead all. Oops. That kind of delivered it a little bit loose, so I will just take this off. And push it down. Ready to take the next bead down and tie the knot. I will continue doing this for the rest of my bracelet, and I'll see you guys back. Hi friends, welcome back. I finished knotting the entire necklace except for the last bead, which is going to be our button. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick the slip knot off just like that, and then I'm trying, this is a small bead in my stash, a metallic bead, probably 1 or 2 millimeter, maybe 1 millimeter. I'm trying my level best for to put this inside. Just like that. So what you can do is here, you can just knot it after this. Knot it before there is a knot, but it just goes over that knot. We can make that knot big, that's not a problem. That's just knot it and then make it go through, or you can bring this like this and then do that and knot it around here, and this one will have that cord sitting on top. It's totally up to you, but what I am going to do is I'm going to make this knot a little bit bigger. So thread this through that. Okay, and then bring that knot on top of the existing knot. Okay, bring that knot on top of that existing knot. Just be very careful. Right, now let's try this goes through that knot or not. It's pretty stable. Now I have this bead on top of it, and then I can go ahead and tie an overhand knot. I'm going through the loop twice just to make it secure. I know 1 knot is more than enough for this to be, because we have the small bead on top of it. But to be on the safer side, I did that 2 knot. That's it. It's done. You can put GS hypo cement on top, which I will do it right now. And soak that knot with the glue. Right? Just like that. And close it. Let it dry for about, say, 48 hours, 24 to 48 hours. And then you can cut it. I just cut it by leaving a small thread. I will cut this later. And these ones, right, we'll just cut it close. And then take my lighter and just melt it if you can. It's pretty strong. There we go. And we can do the same as well here. That's done. And now so this is how our necklace is right now. How do you guys like it? I have no idea. Let me just measure this for you guys. Take my ruler. So it's about, say, 18 and a half inches maybe. See this 9, so 18 and a half. And it comes pretty close to the neck. To me, I really like the way this turned out to be. I hope you guys like this too. It's a simple yet elegant necklace. It's like a different style. It's not your normal ones, and then it is one of a kind. You can make it for yourself. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a week. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.